Hello again. Welcome back to your 5-minute devotional stop with me, Amy Phillips. I'm on a journey moving from fear to faith, and I hope you'll join me for Just Believe. Hi, friends. I have been having such weird feelings and thoughts these days. Like, what day is it? What am I supposed to be doing? Where are we? I closed my eyes this week to ask the Lord what was going on in me, and I had an immediate picture of me being on a tiny island. You know, like the ones you see in comic books with that one palm tree. And I saw myself just crying out to the Lord, I need you, Father. I think we've all found ourselves feeling like we're on an island alone at various times during this quarantine. And one of the best things we could say to others is you aren't alone. No matter how they're feeling or who they are or who they're quarantined with, we are never alone. We have a strong and present Father who's watching over us. I had to hand over a lot of those things this week. People I was carrying, so many needs, financially, emotionally, marriages, families, sickness. And I read Psalm 59 yesterday. I just lived in it for the day. It says, "Oh, my strength, I watch for you. You, O God, you are my fortress, my loving God, my refuge in times of trouble. Oh, my strength, I sing praise to you. O God, you are my fortress, my loving God." I love that, my strength. I watch for you. Father, I am watching and waiting for you, no matter how I'm feeling or what I'm carrying. I'm realizing that in the midst of all this, I want peace in my circumstances. I want peace for my friends and those I'm praying for. I want marriages restored. I want diseases healed. I want peace for America. And I am praying those things, and I know God is hearing from heaven. But I'm also being reminded as I pray about COVID-19 and tornadoes that our lives are not supposed to be about having peace on every side. Our lives don't always have on the outside a lack of chaos or conflict. Thanking God that He does answer prayers and bring peace to our natural circumstances. But He's so much after our inner lives, experiencing the shalom peace as we look at Him rather than what our circumstances are doing or saying. I realize that most of the time, my anxiety over anything is that I want peace. I want to not worry about whatever it is. Anxiety over anything really is that I want peace, and I want that thing to not be happening that is causing my anxiety. But the truth is that the world will not experience complete rest until we are in heaven. We are living in the not yet. We are not home yet. And Jesus even said, in this world we will have trouble, but take heart, for He has overcome the world. So we're called to peace in the midst of things that we've been talking about these last couple weeks. But peace on the stormy waves, peace in the middle of the Red Sea, peace inside, peace under the shadow of His wings. What I'm trying to say is that peace on this earth is not bad to long for, to ask for, to cry out for, but this is not what I think we need to crave. Because in craving that, our eyes get set on things below rather than things above. Paul reminds us in Colossians 3, "Since then you've been raised with Christ, set your hearts on things above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your mind on things above, not on earthly things." We need to crave Him, His presence, not crave normalcy, but crave Him more than the peace of my circumstances, pressing into Him because He is peace. In the night 2 nights ago, I had this kind of dreamlike waking where I heard the words, "Prepare the church." I just heard that over and over again, "Prepare the church." So I was praying, "Lord, prepare the church, prepare us." While at the same time, I heard the phrase, "a rough shaking," which is the title of a George MacDonald book. But I saw in my mind a real shaking happening, and people were running from their homes into the streets in chaos. And I saw Christians go out, grab and steady those who are running. They brought peace to the shaking that was happening. And I hope you don't hear this as doomsday, but as a calling up to the church in the midst of a rough shaking. Let hope rise in your hearts. It's time for the believers of Jesus to become Jesus in the middle of the storm. My prayer since then has been, Lord, prepare me, prepare us, that we will be so filled with peace internally right now and in anything that is to come, that we are at peace because the Prince of Peace lives in us, that we will give peace to the world as Jesus gives us peace. I'm praying for peace to well up in you internally, that you can live craving Him, craving His presence, being filled by His presence so fully that nothing can touch you, that nothing can move us emotionally by what we see with our eyes or what we hear or what disaster may befall us. Let us declare like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in Daniel 3. They said, if we're thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to save us from it, and He will rescue us from your hand, O King. But even if He does not, we want you to know, O King, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up. So they worshiped and believed that God would be with them, and even if they were burned up, they would cling to the true God in the midst of it. Even if this quarantine goes on for longer, even if I lose my job, even if I lose someone I love, even if there are conspiracies all around, even if, I will serve and love my God, live in His love and make Him known. Why? Because I have this promise from Paul in Romans 8. He says, I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. These even ifs are nothing in comparison to the glory that is coming even now and being revealed in and through us. My God rules and He reigns, and nothing can keep me from believing this and clinging to Him. This is a time more than ever to serve those near and far. Love well, speak hope, encourage the downhearted. What the enemy is meant for harm, with loss of life, with financial ruin, with fear, God is bringing good. He's bringing a massive outpouring of His love, and He will use us, His sons and daughters, to do it. So take heart, my friends. He has overcome the world. Do not fear. Just believe. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you feel encouraged and strengthened. If you want to connect with me, you can find me at amybphillips.com. See you next time.